Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Living Well Today with myself and our wonderful new co-host, Helen, who I'll be introducing in a moment. Uh, oh, she's already on screen. So Helen's here, and we're really excited today to be here with you all because obviously it's been a month since we've run this program. So I'm very excited, and I'm just waiting for everyone to start tuning in and connecting. But let us know in the comments. Say hi. Let us know how you are, and also where you are from, where you're coming in to chat from, and where you're watching us. Just let us know, and let us know also how the shows has been helping you as well, because we've run quite a few of the shows over the last year, and we've been talking about wellness. We've had the EFT, we've had the journaling, accountability as well. So if you are using the tools to be able to help your wellness and help your life, then just let us know as well in the comments how it's helping you and if it's something that you're continuing doing. But we will have a good discussion today about a few things, won't we, Helen? We've got a
Yes, I
topic.
hope so. Lots of things.
So we're
We'll
gonna
see how many. We'll see how many we can get in there, shall we?
yeah, we
Yeah.
will. Helen, it's so lovely to be able to be working with you today, and we finally, after the bit of a break the other week, that we've managed to get on the show together now, and we'll be continuing to work together. Would you like to tell would you like to tell everybody about what it is that you do?
My goodness. Well, quite a lot of
I know
things,
it's
but
quite a
I
list.
guess yeah. Um, I think to sum it up in a nutshell, getting people in touch with their creativity and connecting to themselves deeper and to nature, I think is my sort of summing up. And then I use many different methods to do that. But really, yeah, it's how, because in this kind of fragmented world, when we don't often feel whole and balanced. So for me, it's like, how can we, excuse me, how can we find these uh, techniques? How can we find techniques to bring us back to ourselves? I guess, yeah.
That's and that's so it's so important, as you said, in this day and age where we are in that we don't need to be in that flight or fight mode, but we are within our nervous system a lot. So finding those tools really helps. And what tools do you use to be able to help people, Ellen?
So, yeah, I mean, you talked about a few things that you've already discussed, and I was like, oh yeah. So, like journaling. I'm an artist as well, so like sketching, being out. I do quite things where I go out into nature and just sit with a plant or a tree, and then I study it, I draw it, I sit with it and meditate, see what messages come through, what wisdom, what I can give it. So I usually give a little offering to it. So ways of connecting in nature, and then I show people how to do that and meditate. I do a lot of guided drumming journeys as well. So
Oh,
just
wow.
so running women's circles, and that's one of our ways of sort of going a bit deeper into ourselves. And they say the drum bit beats a bit like being in the womb again, hearing your mother's heartbeat. So it can take you to a sort of deeper primal place. So it's a lovely way sometimes of coming out of here
Yeah.
and coming back into your body and sort of connecting with that sort of inner wisdom. Yeah,
I love
one of
the
them.
I've been to a couple of this shamanic drumming meditation groups, and
Yeah,
I really felt as though I went so deep. I was like, when I came to, I was like, where did I go?
yeah,
Like, been on
yeah,
such a journey. So it really does that rhythm. And as you said, you're very in touch with the rhythm of life as well, like getting in touch with the plants and
yeah,
nature,
yeah,
and
yeah,
allowing them to speak to you, which is so really wonderful. And
yeah.
have you always been this way, Helen, or what made you get into this line of work?
Yeah, so my grandmother was a natural healer, and I've always lived it sort of out in nature and been very connected to it. So it's been definitely important to me on that level. And yeah, I've always sort of done healing. So yeah, I do one-to-one healing with people as well, and different body work. And I take people on one-to-one guided journeys with sound. I've got a huge gong, so I use that as well, and different instruments. So sound journeys. And then the movement for me, I've always, like when I was at university, I did a ceramics degree many moons ago.
Wow.
And I discovered salsa dancing, and sort of that sort of movement and moving as well can really take you out of your head and release a lot. So not just sort of stillness meditations, but movement meditations as well. And just through dancing, and then through static awakening dance, there's different, and 5 rhythms, there's different meditation dances that sort of take you on a journey as well, where you kind of start slow and then you come reach a sort of pitch where you're really going for it, and then it brings you back down into sort of more meditative space. So yeah, all that is just really, I mean, everything I do, I love, and I do myself. You know, it's like it's that thing. I think it's really important to sort of walk your talk, isn't it?
Yeah, embody what you
Yeah,
do. I think it comes
yeah,
from a place of integrity, doesn't it, when
yes,
you
yes,
work like that. So this is really in your blood, doing all this and being connected, being able to help people. So that's really wonderful. It's interesting you saying about the movement, because I know a lot of people that I run a meditation class at my spiritualist church, and a lot of people say they really find it hard to still themselves. So that movement as a form of meditation, as you're saying, is
yeah,
such a wonderful way,
yeah,
being able to move the body and
yeah,
get get yourself into another way of doing
yeah,
doing that getting into that space by doing something different,
yeah.
because a lot of people find it hard to sit still as well,
Sit
don't
still, yeah,
they?
yeah,
Yeah, to be
yeah,
moving
yeah,
around. So
yeah,
uh,
yeah. I think that's a real thing. That's yeah, finding your way of doing meditation, because like I say, there's that myth of you've got to stay really still and you've got to clear your mind, which is impossible actually.
yeah.
You know, all these things are the myth, and then people don't do it. So when they realize, like walking in nature, like I take people on walks, and sort of that mindfulness of just breathing in, a bit like forest bathing, you're just all your senses you're tuning into, and you're sitting with the trees, you're breathing in the bark, you know, you're tasting things, you're completely that being present. I guess it's finding ways of being in the moment and being present. So yeah, I really work with people in that in different ways. What works for them, it's tuning into what works for them and helping them find their way.
I think that's it, isn't it? It's like one size doesn't fit all with any spiritual practice, and
Yeah,
it's important to find something that really resonates with you, and as well, you end up evolving as well with your spiritual practices and the way
yeah,
that you're connecting to self. It Something that maybe worked for you a few years ago doesn't no longer
yeah,
work. So that's a really wonderful thing as well. And you mentioned, I'm going to talk about the you also do some of your own teas and bits and pieces, don't you, as well? Because I'm
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 glad you've got a list.
I'm ready. I've seen that's in my mind. So I'm like, all to that local
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
too.
Yeah, oh, bless you. Yeah. So yeah, so my other, for me, it's sort of working holistically, working whole, and part of that is because I love, in fact, yeah, just herbs. Got herbs all around me. Got my stick here that I've made bundle, that I burn. So yeah, I got really into foraging and learning about like what people see as weeds, which are actually incredible healing plants, really, that we have around us. So yeah, and I started making herbal balms, infusing herbs and spices, and making really healing balms for the skin, for pain in the body, things like that, all natural. And to me, I really started that because I wanted to find natural stuff, because it's quite hard sometimes. There's so many hidden nasties in creams and stuff that we put on our skin, and whatever we put in our skin goes into our bloodstream. So I was a bit like, I really wanted to find something that was really natural. So yeah, I make those, and then also blue lotus, like I was telling you about, which is
I'm
the ancient Egyptians use. They made them very happy. So yeah, there's some, but again, lovely to use for meditation, sort of journeying, things like that. And I sell spiced cacao, which is raw chocolate powder in its raw form, which is packed with minerals and vitamins and great things for us. We have it in raw form chocolate. So lots of, yeah, just like what we put on our skin, what goes into our bodies, you know, so like all mind, body, soul, really kind of working with that, all of it.
That's wonderful. So having that holistic approach to what it is that you do, and I think a lot of people are becoming like that as well. We're trying to all find different ways where we can connect back with ourselves, connect back with nature, and obviously nature gives us so much as well, doesn't it? It's there's so many different things that we can use, and haven't even scratched the surface. We're going to say hello to some of our, oh, it's 111 now, so we'll say hello. So we've got Mrs. MB. She's saying good morning with a blue love heart. So good morning to you. I love that picture of the dog as well. We've got
hi Kelly.
Hi Kelly, and she's saying hi. We've got
Serendipity. Seren. I got Seren here as well, saying hi. Hi to you guys. Hi to you.
Hi Kelly, and we've got Carrie Ann Marshall, and she's saying good morning from Ontario in Canada.
Hooray. Oh, lovely. Good to see you.
Shaz Ferry is saying hi, Richard and all. Yes, let's not forget Richard.
Richard.
Hi. Did you want to read some, Helen?
Yeah, I'm just, yeah, so is that Jill? Got Jill there saying morning. Hi Jill. Hi Paul as well. And then Jack. Is that Jack? Yeah, morning. That's a lovely smile. That's a great smile. Really like a smile. And Lenny. Hi Lenny. Leanne, sorry, Leanne. A bit small on my lovely. Amanda. Good morning, ladies. Hello.
Morning.
Do you want to do some?
We've got Sarah Louise. Sounds good making them balms. It does.
Ooh, yeah. They're really good. I have to send some to you.
How do you use the balms? So we've got Maxine as well. Morning, anything for me, please. And we've got Rachel Hutchison. Newbie to you ladies. Oh, well, so lovely to have you here. Let us know if you're new to the channel as well, if you're just tuning in today, or if you're one of our regulars as well. Good morning, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie. And Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. Welcome. Nice.
Again, I'd love to know about the balms as well. Let us know if you've got any questions for Helen or myself as well. Let us know. But I'd love to know what you use in the balms, and sort of, because I haven't heard of that before. So
so really that oils, so like hemp, and sometimes you use acai berry oil and what else, wheat germ, things like that. And then I infuse herbs in, so like plantain, which is not the banana plantain, but there's a weed called English plantain or broadleaf plantain. It's all over the world really, and that is an amazing for drawing out anything in the body that needs to come out, and then regenerating the skin. So any pain or anything, it sort of draws out. So I put that in all my balms. That's an amazing one. So then once I've infused the oils, I strain them. And then I put a vegetable wax that I melt in until it's completely gone. And then I put essential oils, pour them into pots, and then they set. So they're much easier to use because they sort of set when they cool. And then that can just be used as much as you want. I use it on my face. I use it on, if you have any rashes or any skin stuff that you need to heal. They're wonderful. And I've had lovely feedback, or pain in the body as well. So
that
yeah,
sounds amazing. It sounds like it's
yeah.
Sarah Louise is saying I'd love something to help with pain. So
Ah,
that's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
really
So
good.
in the pain, yeah, in the pain one, I put ginger, turmeric, and cayenne pepper. So I infuse those spices in oils, which are great. They're anti-inflammatory, great for pain. And so if on my website, I've got a little shop. So if you want to try some, it's called Warming and Releasing, which kind of says it in its title there. But I also put peppermint, so it's like a natural deep heat. You get the cooling of the peppermint and the warming of the spices. So it's a lovely one, that.
Oh, that
Piece of
sounds
it.
so nice. They smell. I feel like I can smell them. You know, in.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
sounds so
yeah,
nice. But
yeah,
yeah, it's lovely to be able to make your own things with nature that is gonna really help as well. Because there's, as I said, there's so many um different things. And you were talking about you were saying about the dandelions.
but actually, in the nature segment that we're going to show, I talk a bit about the dandelion in that. So I don't want to keep
I want
say
to
too
spoil.
much.
No, no, definitely. I'll keep trim on that one till we see the
but
video.
but
Sounds-
what's amazing about nature is that, so in that epidemic we had, and all the illness, and what was going on, it's like the earth knew, and all this, but people don't know about plants, so they might not have known. But this plant called Herb Robert, which is an amazing immune booster, incredible. It oxygenates the body on a cellular level, so you can imagine how good that is. Um, and it just like that sort of 2020, that lockdown time, it was just, I've never seen so much of it, and I was like, oh, how incredible! That's the earth is showing us and sort of saying, hello, this is what we need, when we're ill. So and I've seen it actually around in the garden. I should have picked a bit to show people. Maybe in the break I'll go and pick a bit so people can see it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's so much that it's there, and it's saying, look, we want to support you, but people are just don't know about it, because it's not something that's taught from our grandparents, or that's been lost, where before that was such. And now and again I hear people go, oh yeah, they made a herbal thing of this and put plants in, but that is slowly getting lost. It's a real shame.
And
So I'm a bit like, bring it back.
yeah, I suppose you have to be really careful as well with
Absolutely,
what you're picking,
absolutely.
because you mentioned to me about a yellow flower, and I was like, I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
one in my garden. And then I said to
yeah.
him, and he was like, that isn't that flower. And I was like, oh God, I didn't eat that. So you do have to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
really careful. It's
Yes,
probably not
super
just to go
careful.
around sort of picking things and eating if you
No,
definitely know
no,
what
no.
you're doing also. But
Yeah,
it's important. I
absolutely.
think you're right. And I think a lot of us are coming back to nature, finding different ways for us to um overcome illness and like de-stress as well. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
becoming quite big, I think. So it's wonderful that
yeah,
you're able to bring
yeah,
that to people. We've got Rachel in the comments.
yeah. Just
She's
saw that.
yeah, she's asking, what do you suggest for whiplash? Is there anything in particular?
Well, the things that are in the warming and releasing balm that I do, that would really help for healing, that sort of deeper healing in the body. But
Mm.
yeah, if you don't want to get that, obviously there's things like turmeric. You can take turmeric capsules, and the thing about because obviously you get this very yellow powder. You
Yeah.
can't take it on its own, because it won't digest in the body how it needs to,
Oh,
and you won't be effective. So you have to take it with. That's why in the capsules they've probably got it mixed with like black pepper or uh, ginger or something like that, which is what it needs that component to
oh,
work well in the body. So which is why I put it with the cayenne pepper and the ginger, because then you get more effect. So I would say, or find someone to do really gentle, who knows what they're doing around massage. And but it's something, when you strain you get whiplash like that, you need to be really, really gentle and not overdo it. And even that means not doing anything, but doing really gentle movements. So someone who knows and can tell you what to do with that is best. So yeah. be gentle with that.
Yeah, you've got to be, and yeah, turmeric's a really great one, isn't it? For it's anti-inflammatory, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
I do believe, and I didn't
yeah,
realize that they put the other things in it, because I always thought, why has it always got like a turmeric and pepper? I thought it was like a flavor
yeah. There
or
you go.
something,
Yeah,
but that makes absolute like
yeah,
sense to
yeah,
me now, why they
yeah,
combine it. It's not just to change
yeah.
the flavor of it. So yeah,
So no.
I love learning from you, Helen. Learn
Oh,
something new, so that's wonderful. And Sarah's also saying, would it help for nerve damage pain?
yeah. And because I put hemp in there as well, it's a hemp oil. That's really good as well for that. So my partner Neil, that some people know because he does a show on here, he has nerve damage in his wrist, and so yeah, he says that really helps. I put it on for that, and it really helps. So yeah, I really recommend it for anything like that. It's horrible. Sorry if you get that, Sarah, or you know someone that has that nerve pain damage. It's horrible. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I would recommend that. But
Oh,
yeah, again, turmeric, something natural like that is great for pain. Yeah.
I've seen it. Can you so I always see it in powder form. So I saw it in the local shop in the actual form that it's supposed to be in. Can you dry that and use
Oh,
that?
so you saw it in the like the root, you saw it as in its
Yeah,
fresh
yeah.
form.
I've never seen
Yeah,
it like that
yeah,
before. I've always seen it
yeah,
in powder in the jars in the supermarkets. So
yeah. It's because you're more London based. You're going to have your. That's the thing about where I am in the country. I don't have that versatility of different. You know, you're going to have all the different shops and have more choice there. Yeah, with it in it, you can put that in smoothies. You can just slice it and have it as a tea with sort of honey and lemon or whatever. Add it to a tea. So yeah, that's really nice.
I'm going to go back to that shop and go and get some more, because they've got loads of different fruit and veg as well. The boys, I took the boys in there and they made me buy it's like a dragon fruit, a star fruit,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
a chow vegetable. Yeah, we had like, we came back with all this selection of fruits that they wanted to try, so it was really nice. And my son was also quite interested in the benefits of the fruit and veg, which is good to get them starting young at 11, being interested in that as well. So
Nice, perfect. Yeah, it's so important for kids to experience so many different things that are out there, not just from this country. That's great. I
not
just
just
seen that Rachel's just said I have a trapped nerve in my neck. So I was saying, was it her? Yeah, that's really painful and just must affect everything. So yeah, I hope that helps, and just find people around you that have the knowledge to support you with body work around sort of that as well, and no different, you know, like a physio or just a body work person who works with bodies and has that experience.
there's
Yeah,
also I wonder as well, there's if there's a local spiritualist church or anyone you know that does any spiritual healing, whether it be like spiritual healing or Reiki as well,
yeah,
can really help
yeah,
with pain. So it's so horrible to live with in
yeah,
pain as well, when and it's so just finding those ways to just alleviate it is really going to sort of give you more
yeah,
lease for life there. So and you've got a you've also got a, oh, need to get a drink of water. So you've also got a retreat coming up, haven't you, as well, because we were speaking about it just before. So tell us a little
yeah,
about your retreat.
absolutely. So it's near Salisbury in the UK, and it's in this eco woodland retreat centre, and you're just surrounded by 70 acres of woodland, so and private woodland. So you're completely held. Talking about being held in nature, there you really are. And it's a small one. Probably it'll be only about 10 to 15 women, and we gather and stay there for the whole weekend. And do wonderful meditations, creative sessions. We go out into the roundhouse and have fire ceremonies, and really just coming back to ourselves. And I think in September, it's that as I follow the Celtic wheel as well. So we sort of look, that really helps you to tune into the earth cycles. And in on the 20th of September is autumn equinox, as it's a time when autumn is coming in. So it's like we're coming out that really busy summer, all very up energy, and it's a point and a chance to just reflect and breathe and notice the changes in the earth and within ourselves.
It sounds so wonderful, and we live such fast-paced lives all the time. So just having that time to be able to switch off and just come back with yourself, come back with community, and come back with nature. I think it's needed. I think we should all book on the retreat, even though it's small, and have that time, because we do, and we do end up just getting caught up in that rat race a lot of the time, and especially now living sort of near in London, it is a little bit more like that. It's a little bit more fast paced than being in the country a little bit more, and living more rural. Let us know in the comments as well if you have any questions for Helen, or if you've got anything that you want to ask. I did want to ask you as well, Helen, about the energies when you're tapping into the energies of different plants, and you're studying them, you're sitting with them. Are they so what I'm thinking is, say, do dandelions have their own energy, or is it each individual one that has their own energy? Could you speak a little bit more about that?
Sure. Absolutely. It's all so different. And the thing that I follow is something that's called plant spirit medicine. And it is literally, you go and study the plant, you meditate with it, you draw, you write, and then you actually, it's quite shamanic. So you journey using a drumming journey, you journey to meet the spirit of the plant. So you're getting all the angles and messages, hopefully. And then when you journey to meet the spirit, they can come in all shapes and sizes and in different ways. But absolutely. So I was studying and sitting with a ash tree. I wasn't really, I was having trouble focusing and sitting there. And then suddenly it just got really bossy. It started going, what are you doing? And so of course I was just having this dialogue with this tree, and but it was just beautiful. The message is very strong. It was a really strong energy. When I've worked with dandelion, it's just had completely different energy as well. But they're all, and usually I'm asking, like, what can I, which you shouldn't really do unless you really will do it for them, but you sort of ask what messages they have for us, and then you can say, is there anything that I can do for you? And I've had crazy things like, you need to dance and sing around in this tree, and you got to do, so just be more joy, like, which is what we talked about, like, how do we create more joy in our lives?
Yes.
And the plants help with that. They can be cheeky, they can be strong and bossy, they can be like, there's gentle, they can take you they can take you out. It's a great way of, and they just want to speak to us, they want to be there. So even if you feel crazy, and like, this is what you're talking about, it doesn't matter. It's just like, for me, it's just like being open to experiencing something new. You don't have to believe in it necessarily. And I was on a sewing retreat recently, and there was people there just so they weren't in any sort of spiritual practice, and I'm there doing drumming journeys with them and meditations, and or doing my drawing, which I might do today with you, which hopefully I'll do today with you. So the channeled art, and it was people that were just, they were going, oh, we'll give it a go. I don't know if I believe it, but we'll give it a go. And then they're really touched, and because they allowed themselves to be open enough. Really nice.
That's amazing. And then you've where you've done that as well, it's probably got them connected to self again, which is really wonderful. And my mother-in-law is saying that's near me. Your retreat's near her. So I know it's near. I know she lives close to you, Dawn. So
wonderful. Come along.
I'd love to come.
And what's wonderful on it is that it's like a proper, through like all generations we get from 20 up to 70 something, you know, whatever, or 80. So it's like women, that's so powerful when you can all meet together and all those generations come. There's such wisdom to be shared, you know, and I think it magnifies when you're in a group. So it's powerful.
An experience.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, but Julie said that she's hugged trees since she was a child. Good. Keep doing it. Yeah, sure. No, that's, yeah, I agree with you. Lots of hugging and getting all that tree energy. Laura, are we going to show the nature video now?
Oh yeah. Let's have a look at your wonderful video. Yeah. So we're going to just have a little break, and we're going to leave you with a video Helen has done, as we mentioned, about her connecting with nature. So after the break, we will be offering some readings where I'll be doing some card pulls, maybe some mediumship. I'll see if spirit comes in, and Helen will be doing her spirit art as well. So it's going to be very exciting. So stay tuned.
Of the garden, it's just basically, you can't see much at the moment, but it bursts into life with wildflowers. But there's something here that is called, people might know, it's called goosegrass or cleavers. So I'm gonna turn around to show you. Sticky grass, it's called different names. The very small shoots you can use, you can almost eat, but they get very sticky. They even used it as a sieve. They used to wind it together and sieve milk and things through it in the olden days. But I'm going to take some now, and then what I love to do is to put it into water, and then you leave it for a few hours, and it's just delicious, and it's very cleansing for the body. You can just drink the water straight away, just take it out and drink the water, and it's just, yeah, such a refreshing drink. So we're going to have a go at doing that. But also, so it feels like a cleansing day, spring cleaning, cleansing. The sun's come out for a little bit between the clouds, and yeah, just a chance to listen to the birds. Just watching them. I was sitting here just watching them. It's just wonderful. Love to hear them. Very joyful. Anyway, I'm going to pick some grass and we'll drink it later. Oh, I just wanted to show you these forget-me-nots in their little early stages amongst the nettles and everything else. They're beautiful forget-me-nots. They're so joyful. So yeah, that's one thing I noticed. And then over here is the wonderful yarrow, which has sort of white flowers when it comes out usually, or pinky. But their feathery leaves are amazing. They used to use them even during the war for stopping blood flow, and I've actually used it. It's incredible. I dry it and leave it. Let's pick a bit here. I dry it and leave it. There we go. In the first aid box, in case anyone has a deep cut that won't stop bleeding. It's absolutely amazing stuff. So there we go. There were two things I wanted to show you on my travels. And don't forget the overlooked dandelion. Look at that beautiful, joyful yellow again, golden yellow. Again, I sometimes use the flowers are great for any pain in the body, so I infuse them in oils, and you can put the leaves in soups. So yeah, that's in soups or salads or anything like that. So again, it's a real cleanser. So all the cleansing plants and flowers come out in spring, just to remind us to have a cleanse and clear out our bodies after a long winter. So there it is. I've put it into a big glass of water, put everything in there, and then leave it for a few hours, and then we'll drink it. Delicious. So here it is, and it's been steeping for about a couple of hours, so I'm going to taste it, see what I get from it. It's almost like a describe it, like a sweet grass, like really clean. It's a bit weird. It's like how grass would, you know, the sweet grass smell, but the taste of that. It's a bit funny, but yeah, it's really delicious. I'm really sipping that through the day. Give it a go.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. Drink it. Helen's drinking it now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, look, yeah, just
got a glass.
Oh no, so like,
glass.
what did you call it? You had a word for it. Say your name.
Sticky Willy.
Sticky Willy, sticky weed, cleavers, or that's just your one. Or goosegrass. Choose your name for it.
I'll choose goosegrass next time. I thought that was its common name.
But how lovely! Look, I got it on both here, so I'm gonna.
I thought it was named after somebody. I thought it was named
that's so
after
funny.
someone called William.
Love it, love it.
Oh, Nicola's got laugh about you.
Laugh
with us, not at me. Oh no,
no
I knew it was. I knew it was like, you know, those little, I don't know if it's in every country, but it's got the little, we were saying about the little balls, weren't we, that they stick to you.
Well, the whole plant actually does. It's like, I remember flicking the whole plant and it sticks. It's got hairs all over it, this one. You might be on something completely different, who knows. You know what you're like with yellow flowers. You can't go with that.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
Hi, nice to see
Heather.
you.
Nice.
So we're going to go on a small commercial break, and after the break we're going to come back and we're going to do some readings. So stay tuned and see you soon.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Help Spiritual Psychics TV grow our TikTok channel. Connect with us at SPTV UK. We're on a journey to reach our next milestone, and we need your help. Follow us today and support us going live. Imagine getting personalised readings, discovering your card of the day, and so much more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to explore new adventures with us. Follow, engage, and transform. Join our growing community at Spiritual Psychics TV with @SPTV UK on TikTok.
This evening at 8 p.m, join Clara for a night filled with mediumship teachings and readings, featuring special guests. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, SPTV is joined by another guest who will be demonstrating their mediumship abilities by offering free readings to our viewers.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
We are back again.
Welcome.
We're going to be doing some card readings, and Helen is going to be drawing as well. We did a spiritual drawing along with that. So keep commenting, keep sharing, and I'll feel drawn to somebody that I'm going to pick a card for as well. Thanks, Claudette, for sharing.
Thank you.
That's really wonderful. Thank you so much, because it does.
Yeah, so I'm going to just explain about the eyes. Rich, I know, Richard just came in eyes. So yeah, so how it works. So I very much, I don't draw loved ones that have passed or spirit guide pictures. It's very different the way I work, and you'll kind of see it. It's quite more nature spirit, more flow, and I don't ever know what's going to come through, but usually messages come through with it. So as you're working, Laura, I will be drawing frantically if it's a fast one. Yeah.
I can't wait to see how this is going to work, because
Okay.
it's always, every time we do anything with spirit, anytime we do any of this work, I always say it's always an experiment, because we never know quite how it's going to work, and normally it gets a wonder. There's normally something wonderful and magical comes out of it anyway. So I'm so looking forward to that. I have seen you do this before on Karen and Nick's show, so
Nice.
I'm excited. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card. Can I, Richard, could you just pull up a few of the comments so I could? Thank you, and I'll see who I'm feeling drawn to. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, just remember to share out as well, and just keep liking. So can I come to Claudette, please? Thank you so much. So I'm just going to pick a card for you here, Claudette. Nice to see you here today as well. I hope you're doing good. So I have the card Fork in a Road. Is that right? I felt I'm really scared to say anything now. I don't know what's going to slip out of my mouth. So I was like, did I say that?
Oh no. Yeah.
Fork in the road. So yes, I feel as though at the moment you're a bit of a crossroad. You may be at a bit of a crossroad, Claudette, and you're trying to find out where it is that you're going, what it is that you want to do. And I just feel as though there's somebody sort of creating a bit of mischief around you, because as I'm looking at the card, I see there's a little monkey, and I feel like he's a little bit mischievous of what he's doing at the moment as well. But I feel like you're trying to come from look at the situation from a different angle also. You're really trying to because I'm just feeling as though you've got a lot of wisdom within you. You've got a lot of knowledge about the situation that you're in at the moment, this fork in the road that you're at. And I am feeling as though it's almost like whether you go one way or go the other, they're both going to be they're both going to almost lead you to the same path again. Because I feel like sometimes we can feel like life is a detour, and you're saying yes, Claudette. So thank you for clarifying that with me. I feel like each of these roads, I feel like the decision is really up to you. But I feel, as I said, both of these routes that you could take are going to lead you to where you need to be. One might be a sort of a more long, windy road where you learn quite a lot and pick up quite a lot from that as well. So that's beneficial in that way. And one's a more straighter route. But I would say to you to get in touch with that inner knowing, because there's an owl sitting on here, and they're quite knowing, aren't they, all the little owls? So I feel as though you've got enough wisdom within you to be able to make that decision. And I would say as well, as I'm looking at the monkey, to be able to do it with playfulness, to be able to as you're going through this process as well, look at the moments that you're able to bring more playfulness and more joy into your life as well, as you're making this decision, and come from the place of that inner knowing feeling. if you're not sure what that feels like, which I feel like you've got a good gut instinct anyway, I feel like you go with your gut with a lot of things you do. It's like almost like the first thing that comes to your mind once you've settled your mind, once you've gone into that place where you can just be in that space and you can just connect to yourself, and then the answer just comes to you as well. So if you are stuck on which direction to go in, and I think just following your gut, following the heart on that is really important. But inevitably it's all going to lead you to where you need to be at the moment. It feels as though you're exactly where you're meant to be, and I think that's quite powerful when we look at it that way as well. So I hope that resonates when you're saying, okay, so you understand that. At the minute, my mum is in bed, bound, and she fell over last year and broke her arm and hip. A lot going on. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. That sounds like you're going through an awful lot at the moment. I'm so sorry. I'm sending lots of healing to your mum as well at this time, because it's really awful that you're both going through this as well. I do feel as though I've got an energy. I feel like I'm connecting as well with the spirit world, if you wouldn't mind me giving you a spirit message. But I feel as though I've got a gentleman connecting with me, and I know he had a lot of love for. He's got a lot of love for you. He's got a lot of. He would have, when he was here, he would have given you a lot of support in your life. He would have really been there for you, through thick and thin. And he was very much a traditional man as well. Will mum be okay? I'm gonna give you this reading. Your mum's gonna be okay. She's got you, Claudette, so she's in a good place, in good hands with you. But do you understand some of this information about this gentleman? I do feel like it could be father for you as well, Claudette, as he's coming forward, because I feel like he passed to he's passed over to spirit. If this makes sense to you, just let me know so I can see that I'm on the right track with what I'm doing here. I also feel like with this gentleman, he is saying to me that he made everything okay when he was here. He was the one that would sort out everyone's problems, and he would help out a lot as well, like in your life. And he was like a confidant for people. He was able to, you're able to go to him when you needed that help. And he's saying that he's around you at the moment, and he's giving you and your mum both that support that you need. And he's saying that, because I just feel as though you feel at the moment that a little bit helpless in many ways. He's making me feel, and he's saying it's not always, there's not a lot you can do about the situation, but it's the little things that you're doing that are making a big difference. And to recognize that in yourself as well, recognize that actually it's I don't know if you were taking flowers or something into your mum to just brighten up her day a little bit and the way she's feeling, because I do feel like she's quite down as well at the moment. And it's those little things that are really important, what you're doing and showing that love, is because I just feel like you could be doing more, but this is what's really sort of helping the situation with your mum. So I really hope that made some sort of sense to you. I haven't done the readings on the mediumship on this channel so far, so I hope that resonated with you, Claudette. I'm doing a lot of arranging of appointments, etc. I definitely feel like this gentleman, if your dad, that you understand that it's your dad, that he's just giving you that support that you need at the moment, and for your mum, Claudette. So just have faith that he's around you, and he's just helping the situation at the moment. And he's looking out for you and your mum. Helen, how's
yeah
that?
so Can everyone see it, Richard? Yeah. So we've got, it's quite interesting. It kind of looks with the head like, I don't know, like sort of Hindu, or one of the sort of Buddha, like, I don't know, one of the gods, even though it's not really about religion, but part of their meditation is really important for them. So, and it seems to be like its third eye is really like that wanted to come through, and that sort of inner vision, connecting to higher self, that chakra is really important. So I think it's sort of really getting you to go on meditations, go on journeys, to support you right now. And it's sort of holding up this big bundle of it looks like sort of naturey, leaves and flowers and stuff. And it's holding up the sky, and it's kind of telling you that you have everything you need is there. It's just when things get too much, we get blinkered, and it's like, how do we just go into meditation, go in and find that space to really see that it's all that we need is around us. We're completely supported on all levels. And I know sometimes it just feels like we're on our own, but this is really just telling you absolutely not on your own with what you're doing, and just meditate with this. Richard, if we can send these, I'm really happy to send this to people. So if you want it, send your details to Richard. Richard, will you say how to do that? But yeah, that's probably easier if you contact me actually directly. So if you go to sacred offering art at gmail.com. So if you either go through that or the website, you can do that, which is sacredoffringart.co.uk. I think Richard's sorting that out. So contact me directly and I can send this. But it's a really beautiful, it feels like it's holding peace, it's holding what you need right now that's hard for you to find. And so use it in that way. And I find that they keep speaking. So the more you sort of use that third eye, go into your third eye, go into inner vision, and find and see where it takes you, see how it can support you. So yeah.
Oh, that is, I can't believe you drew. I don't know how long I was talking for. I can't believe you drew that in that time. That's so wonderful. And how amazing as well. The message coincided, the drawing coincided with the messages as well. They were so in sync. So absolutely, I love that. And so beautiful.
And Laura, I start drawing even before you pick someone, because I can feel that, and it comes through. It's like, because everything's so connected, it's like I don't even in a way need to know, and then more comes through as you draw. So yeah, it's really magical, isn't it? It's such and having something that you can visually see, like the messages, it's so love to have those different layers, and to have something that you can look at and just remind you in those moments when you really need it. I think it's powerful.
It really complements because as you say, and with the reading, like you're hearing the bits and pieces, sometimes you forget things as well. I know we can watch it on replay, but to have that thing to hold as well. So Claudette's saying thank you as well.
Oh, no problem.
Our pleasure. No problem. No problem. And just remember everyone, just to share out, and just keep commenting as well if you'd like a reading. I think we've got time for a few more, so let us know in the comment section if you would like a reading. I'm going to have a shuffle of the cards, and you're already going to be starting to draw, which is amazing.
I'll get on it. Yeah.
And what are you using to draw as well, Helen? Is it pencil, or do you just feel drawn to?
So I just use pen now. I tend to just scribble with pen and then see what comes through, and then use colours. But the papers, the pens are watercolor, so I can always swish over them and make them sort of more vibrant as well.
That's amazing. Lovely, very beautiful.
So and people can book if they want to go on my website, and it's all on there. So in the shop are all the different balms and the teas, and also you can book in your own. So these are quick, these are fast, but I do if people can't come to me, then I sort of film it sped up and send it with the message on the back and the film, so you get both. That's a nice thing
That's
have.
lovely. Yeah, it's lovely, lovely something to keep. And as you said, it keeps giving you as well some more and more insight as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's great. Can I come to Jack, please? Richard. Thank you. Hi, Jack. I'm going to give you just going to give it another little shuffle because I just feel intuitively just to give you another little shuffle here as well. So, lovely to be able to connect with you here today. Shuffle. Let's see what's going to come out. Okay. So I have a leg up. So there's a big polar bear and a baby polar bear there. There's a really cute card there. Very cute. So I'm just going to have a little feel into this card and see where I'm going. It's so interesting about these cards because these seem to be my favorite that I use at the moment. And just looking at them, I get a new thing every time. Oh, yes, this is for this reading as well is for Jack Lewins on Facebook. So you just commented that that's you. It is you. So I'm just gonna, yeah, as I look into this card, I just feel as though there's I don't know if there's an opportunity sort of coming for you at the moment. I don't know whether you've got a leg up, so to speak. Somebody's been giving you an opportunity to be able to move things forward in your life. And I feel as though you fiercely fought for something at the moment as well. I feel like you've been fighting for quite a long time for something. Because I think polar bears are one of the fiercest of the bear family, aren't they? And I just feel by looking at it, it's like a calm after the storm. That's how I feel. And I feel as though if you're not the one that's getting a leg up at the moment, that you're helping someone else who's younger around you to get that, giving them an opportunity. You're giving them what they need at the moment. And I feel that's something that's very, very kind about you as well. I just get the feeling that there's a few people that you help out in your life. I feel like you're one of these people with the open door policy, that your door's always open, you're always open for a chat and to speak to other people as well. To have them coming in and for you to give them support. And I feel you're very strong with that as well. But I feel that you find it hard to ask for help. And I also feel as though this is going to really help you when you start asking for help and you start asking the things that you need. It's all great us giving and helping other people, but there comes to a point where we can't give from a glass that is depleting. Like we need to give from a full cup. And that's really where we're in our full power as well, when we're giving from that full cup. So I think just get that feeling that there needs to be a time where you relinquish some of it and you allow somebody to help you as well. I think that's important. But I also see you as this strength. I see you as this, it's like it's that this bear is standing in the freezing cold and nothing phases them. It's like you're built for what you've gone through. It's like I feel like it's a soul journey. I feel like it's on a soul level. What you've been going through lately has been it's part of your soul's journey. And sometimes you feel like you don't have the strength, but you do have the strength within you um to move through what it is that you're moving through at the moment and being able to help other people, which I feel is really important to you as well. So and I feel like it's almost, because I'm sure as well the polar bear has black skin, because, and it's got the white fur, but it's got black skin because it really absorbs that sunlight as well. So I really feel for you, getting out in sunlight, getting out in nature as well is really going to help you at the moment. Just revitalize you a little bit more, and come to that place where you feel that joy as well from that light. Is really going to help you, like we are like plants, that we do need the right conditions. So make sure that you are giving that time to yourself. That's really important, what I'm getting here. And you're saying, I work as a well-being and health at college and support students, and yes, I need balance. Oh, so I'm glad you understand it. Asking spirit for support also to take the load. And I definitely feel as though they're really helping you at the moment as well. That's a real thing that they're helping you to do. That spirit are really by your side at the moment, because the work you're doing is helping other people. So it's like that knock-on effect, isn't it, when we work like that. And you're saying thank you, just finally got college to allow more events, i.e. yoga, tai chi, EFT, fighting for a year, felt in a straitjacket as a healer, and yes, need more nature. I'm so glad it resonated with you, and well done continuing that fight as well. And as I said, you're made of strong stuff, so you're yeah, just like the polar bear. So absolutely wonderful. How's the drawing going, Helen?
Oh yeah, just doing a few more. How interesting! It just made me sort of giggle, really, because it's so. I think it ties in beautifully with that. I feel like you've got this like pink orb, right, rose light, healing light, and it's like a full moon. So there's like a real completion, like the end of a cycle, and then it's just going to begin again, or like a circle. It's just like a cycle of life, like just allowing it to flow, but really feeling, maybe doing some meditations for herself, filling the body with the sort of rose healing light. And then you've got here this sort of angel or fairy light. It feels more fairy to me, but fairy winged being here with, and then literally holding all the chakras. That's sort of connected to nature and everything down here. So there's a real connection to nature, like maybe doing some chakra meditations. It sounds like she might be bringing that into her, Jack, into your work as well. Oh, you're the lovely smiley face. You've got a lovely face. Oh, so I've been looking down so much, just looked up and see who it was. Yeah, just like as we said about finding our joy, like making sure that you're not giving out too much. You're finding, you as well within it, and finding that joy for yourself. And what came up interestingly, it made me think of it on the retreat that I did recently that I was working on, was like how, we can top up, we can go in nature, we can find whatever it is, but how do we stop it from going out quickly and feeling depleted? So for you, I think that's really like, how can you stay topped up with what you need? So it's like there's not necessarily an answer to that, but it's a nice question to hold during meditation, during our time that we give ourselves space to breathe. So yeah, this definitely sort of rose light, the chakras are really coming in, feeling balanced in your chakras, and really clear in those will really help. That's what came through.
Wow.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. So beautiful. I wish on this, I'm going to have a look at afterwards at them. I'm going to watch it on playback and have a look. So wonderful. I'm glad it really resonates. She's saying it really resonates as well, Helen.
Oh, good, brilliant. Yeah, I'll maybe do a little bit more on it. And actually the photos, if people don't want it sent, I can take look on my Instagram or Facebook, because I'll take photos of all the pictures, and so people can see them properly as well, get better look.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. And Jack also said that she runs a non-profit doing all this as well, so that's really wonderful. And it's funny when you were saying about that holding it in for yourself, with the polar bear, with the skin and that's what they do, like having the black skin, obviously, where it's so cold, and that energy from the sun and that warmth is kept within, obviously, the skin and the fur.
Protected.
So yeah, it makes absolute sense. Amazing how it's syncing up.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Saying, yeah, Jack's saying
lovely.
there's days that I don't speak to anyone. So yeah, it's time to find that balance for sure. So
You see,
uh,
just looking at that from Nelly. He's just sent one. He's taking the boys out, so I've got a nice quiet house because they've got an inset day today, so they're off. So yeah, he's just saying they're watching from while eating Greg's. Not sure about that, but they'll be happy.
Oh, that's so lovely. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Have we got time
My
for
boys.
one more?
Maybe a few more. We'll see.
Okay.
See
We've
how
got
we
a few
go.
for a
See how
few
we
more.
go.
Brilliant. Let's have a look. So could let's just go through let's see who we've got. Okay.
So it's quite interesting. I'm like sometimes I'm actually given an image, and this time I'm being given an image to draw. So I won't say, I'll let it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Can I come to
so
Lisa,
interesting.
please?
Sometimes it's really clear. Lisa, who did you say?
Yeah, Lisa, I think. Yeah, Lisa
Did
Paris. Hi, Lisa.
Lisa.
And it's
Lisa.
Lisa on Facebook as well. So hello, I'm going to pull you a card and get a drawing as well. Okay, I'm just going to give them a little shuffle. Let us know if you're still in the comments as well. Let us know if you're still here, Lisa. Hello. Hi. Okay. Two cards wanted to jump out. More with this one. Okay, I have this card for you, and it says poised. Okay, so there's a beautiful fairy there, and she's just on a pedestal, and she's in this like beautiful position. She just looks really free and really happy. And I feel like for you that this is what you need at the moment. You need this freedom, you need this feeling of freedom, you need this where you have a bit of time where you're able to have that break. That's really important for you at the moment. And I feel as though you need more recognition for what it is that you're doing at the moment. You need people around you to, I don't know if you need you to help you out a little bit more, or you need that recognition for what it is that you're doing, because I feel like you're doing a lot for the people around you, and sometimes it can feel a bit thankless. That's the feeling that I'm getting. But you are being watched over and you are being looked after at the moment as well, because I feel that very, very strongly from this card and the feeling I'm getting in my body. And I feel as though you're also somebody that is, sometimes you're feeling a little bit as though you're a bit unstable and you feel a bit wobbly at the moment. And I just feel as though, and as well, like she's on one leg here, so I feel as though there's like this instability, but there's something there supporting you as well. I feel like that's that's something that you need to know at the moment. And you're saying you're constantly busy, so that's really, yeah, I just feel like you need to find that space where you're able to just be a little bit more free, and just, if you can, block out that time for you, because I feel like when you're busy all the time, it's hard for you to get your thoughts straight. It's hard for you to think about what it is that you want for yourself. So in order for you to, I feel like grounding or something like this is going to be really important for you as well, whether you do some sort of grounding meditation,
Yeah.
or you're, again,
On the
connecting.
ground.
Yeah, just walking
Yeah.
on the ground is really important. Red crystals are really good to carry around with you. And you're saying very wobbly. I work a lot, run everything at home. I just feel like you need that recognition at the moment as well. So I'm going to give you the recognition here. Well done in everything that you're doing, because I get from this card, you're doing such an amazing job, and you need that at the moment. And it's not unnoticed, the work you're putting in. Definitely grounding, doing a meditation, a grounding exercise to be able to do that as well. Also eating red, there's like red fruit and veg that you eat, which is really helpful for grounding, or even wearing the color red as well. And if it's not your color, then you can just have something small on with red on, and it just helps us just absorb that beautiful grounding energy, because it helps us feel nice and safe and secure as well, especially if we're all flighty, we're off in the air and we're busy. So you're saying, thank you so much. I needed that recognition. Well, you deserve it, because I can really feel how much you're doing at the moment. And please just take that time for yourself, because you're so important, that you're important. In order for you to carry on doing everything that you're doing, you can't keep running that way. You're going to have to come to a place where you even, it's called non-negotiable time. So look in your diary at, even if it's 15 minutes that you have for yourself a day, that you can just put to the side, and that's non-negotiable time. That is literally your just time there to do something that you love doing, something that you enjoy doing, whether it's you stick the radio on or some music on and just dance and just feel that real, that freedom within you. I'm just feeling that that's really important for you at the moment, that sort of movement, because I don't know whether you're feeling a little bit not just constricted in what it is that you're doing, that you are busy a lot, but within your body as well. Your body feels a little bit tight and stuff. So I feel like that would really help you, Lisa. So I have my first Reiki healing this week. I'm excited to do something for me. Oh, well done. Congratulations. How exciting. Good. I'm glad you're doing something for yourself. Do some more as well.
Yeah, this is yeah, you ready? So yeah, this candle came through straight away. So it's sort of burning so beautifully and strong, and it's got this wonderful, again, it just feels like everything that you talked about. And about you were saying shine, this is like shine your light. Yeah, don't let anyone stamp it out or make it small. So as far as a meditation, that's really nice too. You can literally light a candle as well, light a candle and be with a candle as you meditate, but also visualize your inner candle, like your inner light. And you can do a little every day, just check where it is. Is it nearly out? Is it completely out? Is it, burning fiercely? Is it like, because sometimes it can be too much. So you can't really have too much light. Do you know what I mean? It can be like, is it burning you out? Are you kind of getting burnt out by it? So just seeing it sort of in a nice, balanced, strong flame inside you, and just see that and visualize that can be a really nice one. I've got my candle lit here. I find that just lighting that candle can bring your focus in and hold you. And it's got this lovely, like almost like it's like a vine, but with like flame flowers on it. It's really cool. So again, it's really, this is to celebrate you for sure, and your light and all that you know, all the things that you do. So when you forget that or you feel low, this picture is there to remind you, and to maybe take a minute and pause. And I say, if you can do like half an hour of meditation a day, so whatever that is, if it's like Laura said, dancing, if it's just hugging a tree and nature, I would definitely recommend like no shoes on and getting your feet on the earth. It's such an amazing, for all of us, it's all the electrodes and all the energy in the earth just can come into us and rebalance us really faster than anything, I think, really. And I know there's a US doctor who prescribes it to all her patients. I think it's just wonderful because she says exactly that, it rebalances you. So yeah, Lisa, this is I hope this supports you. Oh, so wonderful, she says. Nice.
Oh, that's so lovely. I'll
Yeah.
pull another card. I love that picture as well. It made it, and it's funny because it was like burning the candle at both ends. Like we say that a lot, don't we? Like that's a saying that we say when it's it gets too much. Sometimes we've got to just take that time for ourselves. So absolutely amazing how again it just synced up. And Lisa's saying, I agree. I need to make those things happen, and they will, Lisa. They will happen. Just giving a little shuffle. And Nicola's saying as well, Helen, it's amazing how you draw so fast and complete the drawings. I completely agree.
I've been doing it a long time. Yeah, but yeah, I'm Speedy Gonzani in the art. Yeah.
And Lisa's saying thank you so much also. Okay,
pleasure.
so do another card. Just want to make sure all the can I come to Heather, please, Richard? And Heather's also saying what a beautiful drawing. So I'm going to come to you, Heather, if that's okay. And that's Heather on Facebook as well. And you've got lots of purple hearts there. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just giving a little shuffle. And I hope you're doing okay today. Okay. Okay, got this card. It says orphaned on that. Okay. There we go. So it's quite a sad card. As I look at it, I'm going to have a good look and just talk through it a little bit. And you're saying you're right here, so I'm glad you're here. So I just feel like, I don't know if you feel like you're being abandoned. You've been abandoned lately. You've been sort of left in the cold a little bit. That maybe the people that are normally by your side aren't so much by your side at the moment, and you're just feeling a little bit lost. But I also feel as though and it's really strange, even though it looks like a sad lonely card. I just feel like sometimes you've got to turn around and see what you have got, because I feel that there are some people around you that are there to help you and are there to support you and are there to be with you and want to be around you as well. And sometimes when we lose some people in our lives, because I feel like maybe there was a situation where the people that are around you weren't so good for you, or and sometimes that it's a blessing in disguise when that happens. So I don't know if any of this resonates with you so far, Heather. You're saying, yes, wonderful. I feel very blessed to be today to be here with you all, and we're very blessed to be here with you all also. So yeah, I just feel as though it's it's like you're feeling as though at the moment it's like you've got to really count your blessings. You've really got to be in that space at the moment, because there's a real sense of this grey and darkness around you, and just feeling as though that you're a little bit alone. You have to do a lot by yourself. But I feel like this can be a blessing, and a few things would be that doing a few things that you're doing is building up your inner strength and your resilience. It's building you to where that you need to be for future things that you're going to be going through as well, but also to try and look at the situation a different way, try and reframe how you're looking at the situation, and that it might not be all so bad. And I think that there's a big change that's happened at the moment. There's a big sort of shift. It's either sort of within you or surrounding you at the moment. So I just feel as though sometimes you just feel as though it's not a big enough shift, but it is a big shift. I just feel like it's a big, massive shift, because the number 5 that I'm seeing there is all about change. It's all a big shift. And you're saying that yes, I am an empath, and lately I have been trying to tune into my intuitive side, and I feel like I'm losing direction like an orphan. But when I hear this reading, it resonates, because you're making me realize that I'm exactly what and I am exactly what she is drawing. I'm growing the roots in my powers. Absolutely fabulous. I am absolutely amazing. And it does, I think, when you go through the spiritual journey, people do think that sometimes it's all rainbows and butterflies, but actually it can be tough. It can be really tough, because you feel like you're losing a part of self, and but you're not, you're gaining so much more. So I'm so happy that resonates with you, and just keep doing what you're doing, because it's like you have to look at things in a different way, which you sound like you're doing at the moment. So I will pass it over to Helen.
And maybe we actually talked, didn't we, off air about change being painful, you know, and I think if it's real change, you've got to go through that. it's got to be a bit painful and a bit uncomfortable, and to really have those sort of major shifts. I think that's really important. So yeah, I haven't quite finished. I think I'll carry on with this, because I feel like I want to do a bit more with the tree. But you've got this lovely owl kind of keeping watch here, and so I just really love this. It's so nice. You've got this person under which I haven't quite finished drawing, but you could see it, obviously. Heather, you got it, which is lovely. And it came through again pretty clear as I was drawing. It was like, okay, this wants to happen. So yeah, it's like you're being held, someone's being held in the earth, and then you've got this amazing face here, which is like a mound of, like, coming out of the grass and the mound from the earth as well. It just feels like it really ties in with what you were saying as you're drawing. I just love it. It just makes me smile as I'm doing it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, so connected. Yeah, being held. You've got this owl. You've got, I think that's, you know, with the owls, and you've got someone in the dark. The owls are all about being out. They can see in the dark. It's really powerful. It's feminine medicine and energy. So really helping, you know, like, who wouldn't want that medicine? Who doesn't need to see when we're in a dark place? It's really nice to be able to see sometimes, so we can just shift and move a bit. So I think the owl is coming in very importantly there for you, to help with that. And then I just kind of love this face. I think I just want to sit and look at it all day. It's just got this sort of beautiful earth energy coming up, and bringing you peace and strength. It's saying, yeah, you do need to stay here for a bit. That's definitely, you know, just let the earth embrace you, let it hold you, you know, let those around you that love and support you, let them be close, let them support. So like looking for the right support, looking for the support not from people that you know, I want some, you know, that there's always a condition, you know, no conditions. It's like unconditionally. So, and the more you do that, the more that will just, things will shift and grow for you in beautiful ways. So it's just staying open to possibilities. I really hope that you'd like this. And then you've just said, I feel like it makes me realize how part of life I really am, and the earth, and how my powers are developing. That's why I'm under the tree. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on to it. I'll do a little bit more and finish it, and then take a picture and put it on. Do contact me if you'd like me to send it to you. Thank you.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. So she Heather's saying, I wore an owl on my neck yesterday on my necklace. So there's still these synchronicities going on, Heather. How exciting. Thank you so much we're coming to the end of the show now. So I just want to thank everybody so much for joining us. And to say that we have, is it Clara this evening, Richard, at 8 p.m. this evening? So we've got Clara on at 8 p.m. and she will be doing her mediumship and teaching mediumship also. So be sure to tune into that. And we have our next show on the 3rd of May. So very, very excited about that.
Ooh, and that's May Day. That's like Beltane, fire energy. So we'll be, and when everything sort of, all the energy is rising, and yeah, lots of
amazing.
Potent
It's come at the right time, isn't it? We're going to be bringing the fire.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That beautiful light. So I just want to thank everybody again today for joining us and connecting with us, and we are so looking forward to seeing you all on the 3rd of May. So have a blessed few weeks.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Thank you guys, and I love working with you, Laura. I think you're wonderful. I don't think there's any ego. I feel like you're very real, and I look forward
you're making me blush.
all that integrity.
I really
yeah, you do it with real integrity.
Bring something different, doing the cards and giving the messages with the drawing. It just complements everything. It just rounds it beautifully, doesn't it? So I can't wait to work with you next time as well. Very exciting.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to everyone who tuned in as well, and we look forward to doing more wonderfulness with you. Yeah, thank you, Nicola. Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time. Bye.
See you next time.